Hey guys, what's going on? Back here with the video. I haven't posted in a while, but I went at like 10 or 15 attempts for a good Ash gameplay video for a little bit of a guide, and I do very good. I get over 2,200 damage. I get the Predator badge, freaking finally, and then I get my third or fourth win in Ash, finally. So yeah, I kind of went from being like in a base Ash skin, blue emote, regular finisher to finisher skin, legendary emote. You can see the emote, and I'm playing with the skin. You do not see the finisher because I'm going for damage. There's a few opportunities I probably could have finished, but and one of the biggest things for Ash is you see me doing this a freaking lot to get things. I go onto my map and I look for death boxes. I look for fights. I'm looking for recent death boxes, looking for where people could be. You know, where recent fights just happened, so I know that people are around in there. That's primarily what I'm looking for. And then I actually don't scan very many death boxes because we do consistent team wipes, and we're not really third-partying. We actually just hang around antenna the whole freaking game because it pulls towards antenna. We don't actually have to rotate. We just kind of run around antenna, and then where this video starts ends up being like almost the final ring. Round 4. 3 or 4 pulls there. This game took freaking forever. I made it on multiple occasions that made sure that I was still recording, because this was a very freaking good game. And I'm the type of person that would like forget to hit record or something. But anyways, the biggest thing with her passive is, well, look for death boxes, scan death boxes, but that Ash, you know, I kind of knew where she was because I got scanned. That did not help her because I knew exactly where our first kills were. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ash can be countered. Believe it or not, she has a counter, which is why a lot of people don't do that. I do it in some scenarios. It kind of depends. The chance can, in fact, be worth it, but sometimes I'm just too good. I'm just better. I'm just built different, you know. Tactical is like a mine. Put it in doorways so that people won't push. It's just honestly an annoyance thing. It's her passive and her ult that's all that she really has going for her. Her tactical just kind of is like a 3-second, just like, hey, don't come in here. Like, sorry about that. My voice thing kind of cut out. So it's later on, Niles, but my thing just kind of cut out. I don't know why. But her port, I use multiple times. One of the things that I was doing when I started using her, possibly my biggest mistake, people don't use her portal enough. You think it's because it's this big OP thing that it's on a stupid long cooldown? It's not. It's like a jump back. You use it in one fight, you have it for the next. Like, you use it in the fight, you win the fight, you loot, and you're like at 60 or 70%, you know? And that is very freaking good. You gotta use it more. I use it 3 or 4 times, just repositioning. Like, enemy killed. I got me and my random teammate, shall I mention? Pretty good teammate. Shout out to you if you're watching this. It's just a repositioning tool. I got us out of a bad situation. We were pinned down. I got us out of it. Like, I got us height. I got us to push teams. Like, I just used it as that big repositioning tool, which I'd say helped us. The biggest thing, if you're noticing this gameplay, I am calling the shots. Caustic is just following me. This is actually a really freaking good player. He knows that the Ash is usually IGL and game leader. I would consider myself that. I'm always sending the pings. I'm like this whole freaking game. I'm the one that is sending the pings, telling us where to reposition at. I'm that shot caller, you know? I'm the one that, and most all ashes, not just in this scenario, you need to be the one to call the shots. If you get killed, it's somewhat on your fault. It's more your fault than anybody else's. Because you should have made the decision to get out, get in, whatever. You're the guy that, like, tells somebody, no, don't play there. Take, like, 2 steps over and play right there. You're just that guy. And you can't be afraid to, just tell somebody that they're doing something wrong or incorrectly. Because that's just what an IGL does. And I'm sorry, there's technical difficulties along this whole thing. It keeps freezing and stuff. But, anyways. So, you just gotta be the one that's like, you have to call the shots. You have to say, take this fight. Don't take this fight. Rotate here. Don't rotate here. Don't shoot. Shoot. You just have to be that person that's just always calling the shots. That's probably the biggest thing for
target acquired. There.
You are definitely a shot caller. That's why I switched off Valk. I switched off Valkyrie, because I was just a shot caller. And after watching a few guides, I realized that Ashe is the big shot caller. Because you decide when to rotate, when to use port, you know? Wraith and Ashe are probably the 2 biggest people, you know? And that's kind of why I play. That's like your biggest role on a team. You just have to tell them what to do, when to do it. I don't even have the best aim, and I'm still pretty freaking decent at I have game sense. You need game sense. You need to know what the ring's gonna pull. You need to know, like,
replicator dropping.
I knew what the 2 enemies were that I just murdered. Like, I knew that there was a horizon. I knew that as soon as I saw her take her gravity lift, and I saw something fly through the air, she was throwing her ult. That's why I instantly ran out. That's why I knew she was going to back up, because I have game sense. I knew that she was going to more than likely back up out of that, because it was a 1v2, and I was running at her. She was going to try to get down that hill, get away, go back up on top of antenna, just like a full hard reset. That's
with 4,215
That's a pretty big thing.
Me 2K, please.
And you just kind of need all that stuff. You need game sense. You need to know this game very well. And like, I could tell Cossack was getting shot in the back right there. I could tell these people are going to move up. Perfect snare right there. Snares them, slows them down. That's the whole point. I get a few cheeky shots off before I even take damage. That was a very good angle I just got on that Octane. I just, you know, I see more than likely he's either pushing here to the right. Well, he does not push in here because of the gas, so he ends up going right. It is a Valkyrie and an Octane. They both take the roof position, you'll see here in a moment. I throw arc snare so they do not push. I hear Valkyrie flying. I don't know if it's on our roof or a roof next to us. Peek out, other roof. I try to get some shots off. But at this point, we're kind of getting to a spot where we're pinned down, especially because I believe, I don't know if there actually is a team behind us, but I think there is. So this is we need to hurry the heck up and do something right here, you know? I tossed a snare in there. 2 teams are fighting in there. The team that was behind us actually went around and went in there. I killed Valk out of air. And then off of that big kill, I'm going to back up, do a little reset, and then I'm going to see if I can get back in. Now, this Bloodhound, I look through window. This Bloodhound is a freaking terrible door. I just opened it. He was trying to hold door, and I just opened it on him. And then full reset, hard reset, because there might be a third party that just heard that fighting. More than likely. And I'm telling him I'm trying to get a 2K here. 500 more. I don't know if he's trying to help
100
me,
more.
but I succeed. He actually does pretty freaking good. He gets 1,600 in 9 kills. Now, I'm just kind of looting away. I still do have card R9, right? I do end up opting for the longer range weapon.
Time to bind you.
After, so we're fighting right here because the third party. I knew it was probably gonna freaking come. Now I try to climb up here, and I actually do succeed. They dropped. Golf flies back up. She was stuck in an animation.
Found an enemy.
She was stuck in the
The entire
animation for
squad
flying.
falls.
So I still have car, right? I realize if we're gonna win this, I need a longer range weapon. Car R9 is not gonna work for that much longer. So I pretty quickly realized. Thought that I heard people below us. I don't think that I did. I very quickly here switched to a Spitfire with a 2x4. Later in the game, I kill a solo Horizon with a G7. I could have taken the G7, but I chose not to for one reason. It was round 3.
We're inside the
Round
next
4
ring.
was about to close.
Superior position.
That's just not the play right there. Honestly, I might have been able to get a 2,500 if I had the G7, but honestly, it probably wasn't the play. Spitfire, I can at least use it close to medium ranges, you know? Here I am checking the map, checking for ring pull, for death boxes. There's a team over there. There's a team that's trying to rotate. There's a lot of freaking fights over in that just general.
Recharging.
Now, I pulled a pretty hard reset because we were working fast. And I do end up picking up the Spitfire right here with the 2x4. Now, as I continue, I know that there's teams over to the northwest. That just general area by the Jurassic Park. Now, because Ring is closing, there was a fight in Jurassic Park, which is about to break out. Bombardments coming down. I think there was a Bangalore in Newcastle who survived, but they were low when the ring was coming, and I knew that whoever survived that, the ring would be coming, which means free damage and the ring will kill them, meaning free kills if I even touch them. And I end up getting 1 off of this. So we move up once again, calling the shots on this. And there was just a Horizon over here. I believe it was a Horizon. So I'm just on my toes, you know. I'm just kind of ready for anything at this point. I'm kind of ready to get ambushed or something, lose my damage, you know. And then I see that big old fight at Jurassic Park break out.
Follow me.
And so I start making my way over. Now there was somebody over there earlier. So I'm running up, right? Kind of looking, but I'm not expecting this at all. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a Horizon appear in front of my face. Could have picked up that G7. I looked at it, but I decided not to. Now,
Move this way.
might have been better, and I probably could have come back and switched to Spitty, but I just felt that in my current situation, this probably wasn't the best of calls. Not a good idea. Now, Jurassic Park, gonna be rotating out, right? I know Caustic's trying to convince me to move back, but I call the shots. I don't listen to others, really. I know that there's still people back there alive, and I want to kill them. I use Ashport, so that I try to get onto the roof. I forgot, this is the one that I jump and it screwed me up. I tried to get onto the roof. We get actually a somewhat decent position, and I know there's going to be people coming right there. I get the little tiny bit of damage, and they die to storm. So I get the elimination. Now, one of the storm. I was considering throwing heat shields here, then I realized, no, I can just run and then pop a medkit. This whole freaking time, I had so many bats and 2 cells. This is my only med kit. I just didn't do that. I just didn't grab med kits and cells necessarily. I'm trying to get to this care package up over here, which you know, would be kind of nice to get a matchstiff. I really used to love that gun, but honestly, I feel it's slightly worse now. It just doesn't have the same reliability. I try to get up, fail. Try to get up again, fail. I do not know how you can possibly get up there without a movement legend, honestly. There's got to be some way, but I just couldn't find it. Couldn't even like climb on top of the doors or nothing like that, you know? So I see that there's a team above us. We are kind of in a pinch here. I didn't know if we were going to get pushed. I believe that we do get pushed and they end up backing off. Yeah, I think that they somewhat pushed and then back up. Or no, Caustic gets a knock. We push up a little bit. And then they stick res, so then we have to move back. They end up pushing us, so then we have to reposition. I'm popping ult excel so that I can have it. We've got to back up at this point. I was trying to find a good portal spot so that we could just reposition, get an off angle on them, so that maybe something that they weren't expecting, you know, to get some free good shots. And I do end up succeeding in doing that. Get a very good off angle on them. It's very freaking nice. That makes my life a little far easier. 3 teams left. You know, this is pretty top 10. Now here's thoughts where here's a place where I had second thoughts. Should I have saved my ass portal for here? Yep, they got a little bit of free shots, but now it's going to be very hard for us to rotate uphill if they are focused on us. This might be the end of us. That was my thought. This might be it. I might have just screwed us using the Ash portal right there. Luckily, they get distracted. Horizon got knocked from in the rear, I believe, or maybe it was the Caustic, by the other team. I quick res the Caustic that went down, killing the Octane. I still know that there's a solo. At this point, I'm going for Predator badge and 2,500. I want that 2,500 badge, you know? And I see him. I think that it's 2. That's why I'm being careful how I'm pushing up and like when I'm pushing up, etc. But then I just see him and we just both freaking beat him. Like he didn't even move. Anyways, that is my ultimate death badge. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope that you have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.
You are the apex.